Case study, very poor. I pay my highest respect to you, Long Fa, named teacher of Statjack. Poverty is the worst of all suffering. The poorer we are, the more physical health problems we have with no money to see the doctor. The poorer we are, the more uneducated we are with no money for education. The poorer we are, the more disparaged we are with a lower social status. There are all kinds of hardships one experiences from being poor. I could explain it in that way, because I have lived through an impoverished life and know very well how difficult it is. For those who don't believe me, try to be poor to see how it is. Although I was poor, I was never short on kindness. Fortunately enough, I still had good children who gave me opportunities towards the end of my life to demolish this poor plan and build up the rich plan through at least 10 million baht in donations with my son. I am deeply thankful to you for teaching us through the DMC channel how to demolish this poor plan. I can accrue merit every day. DMC has provided me with joy, smiles, and laughter, causing me to forget my age. I am actually 75 years old now. I would like to tell you my story now. My mother loved to make merit at the temple and loved to offer food to the monks. She was not a doctor, but she loved to help terminally ill patients who could no longer be treated by doctors by giving them herbal medicine without charging them money. My mother was very healthy and did not have any diseases. She lived longer than 100 years. At the age of 109, one night, she fell off the bed and broke her left arm, but no one knew about it. 3 days passed before we noticed the bruise on her arm and took her to the doctor. The doctor said that she broke the bone in her upper arm, humerus, in the clavicle area. Since then, my mother could not take care of herself. She could not get up or lay down by herself. But she still had such a peaceful mind, laying and singing happily. Then, one day, my mother fell completely asleep. No matter how much we tried to call her, she would not wake up. So, I told my daughter-in-law, who was a nurse, to give my mother and 4 and turn on Dhamma tapes for her to listen to. Then, we all invited 2 monks to visit so that my mother would be able to offer a robe and a donation for the casting of Buddha images. That day, everyone saw tears roll down my mother's face while we were offering the donation to the monks. A little after midnight on the 5th day, after my mother fell into this comatose state, my mother breathed in deeply and then breathed in softly twice. She then passed away at that moment at the age of 110. My father came from China. He had a job of raising pigs and chickens and selling them for slaughter. My father was a kind and calm person and loved his nephews and nieces, although he liked to drink alcohol. When he was 82, he contracted the flu, with the only symptom being exhaustion. But the doctor informed him that he needed to have an operation on the Achilles tendon of both ankles, which was where he could take in the saline solution for that simple flu. But he could not endure the pain and passed away 1 day later. My older sister married a wealthy Chinese husband. She moved out to live with her husband, who lived within walking distance of our parent house. One day, my brother-in-law punished his child because he wanted a snack. My mother got very angry knowing that her grandson was hit, so they had an argument. But my older sister was on my brother-in-law's side. Since then, she never took care of our parents again throughout her life. Other relatives have asked her for help, including myself, who was very poor at that time. But she never thought about helping us out. My sister hosted an underground lottery. At the beginning, money was flowed freely into her pocket because none of the customers won. She kept doing this business for several years. When she was over 40, her business turned upside down because the host lost money every time. Finally, the poverty that she pushed away had come knocking at her door again. She became a permanent formerly rich person. Her husband passed away after that, and she had heart disease. The natural end of life came to her one evening after she had talked with relatives and went to bed. While she was sleeping, she had a spasm and noise came from her throat like she was having difficulty breathing. Relatives sent her to the hospital. The doctor said that she was in shock because of the diabetes that she did not know she had. She was hospitalized for 2 days and died after that at the age of 65. At her funeral, Her body was wrapped in only a mat and placed in the coffin borrowed from the temple. None of her relatives or children bought a coffin for her. I was so depressed to see that. My husband worked as a trucker. The married life is not as beautiful as what you would see in the movies. My husband and I rented a small house that only protected us from the sun and the rain. I made money by selling many desserts like egg custard, sticky rice, shim sticky rice, rice porridge, and so on. Therefore, from midnight to dawn, while everyone else had already gone to bed, I had to prepare the fire to make desserts. My husband, my children, and I had to sleep through the smoke, and it is normal. Even when it rained and water leaked from the ceiling, everyone still slept well. I had to continue fighting because I wasn't born rich. Even though I was poor, I was proud. I was proud that every morning when I went to work, I had the chance to offer alms to every monk that passed by offering the desserts that I made with my own hands. Although the early part of my life was difficult, I was lucky to have 7 children take care of me in the latter part of my life. I am well, both physically and mentally, and I am joyful with every merit I have made with Long Fa. I am especially delighted with the merit I made with my 7th son, which has amounted to over 10 million baht already. My 7th son had a strange disease. It began when he was 6 years old. I noticed something unusual with his body. The sizes of his testicles were unequal. His left testicle was larger than his right. I didn't pay any attention to it because I didn't understand what was wrong with him. 10 years later, when he was 16, his condition got worse. Every time he stood for an hour, he had to sit down immediately because he felt pain, and the pain would last all day. The truth was, he already had this condition for the past 10 years, but he didn't tell anybody, including me. The reason was because he was too embarrassed to tell me or a doctor. Then in the year 2000, he was 34 years old and decided to ordain for first celebration of the Mahadhammakaya Satya. He shed his embarrassment and went to the doctor. The doctor said he didn't have a hernia, but he had a varicose vein in his testicle. Because of the varicose vein, the blood can flow down, but it won't flow back up. The doctor told him to have the operation that day. After the operation, the left testicle that was larger than normal reduced to its normal size. He was permanently cured and was able to ordain to celebrate the Mahadhammakaya Satya as he had hoped. Questions. 1. What merit allowed my mother to have a long life of 110 years and be a very healthy person with no sickness? What Karmic Retribution caused her arm humerus to be broken after falling off the bed? 2. 7 days before my mother passed away, what Karmic Retribution caused her to behave like a person in a coma? While she was sleeping unconsciously, she offered a robe to the monks and made a donation to cast 100,000 Buddha images. Why did tears fall out of her eyes? How did the merit send effects to her? How was her living condition after she passed away? Does she have any messages for me? 3. What Karmic Retribution caused the doctor to perform surgery on my father's Achilles tendon at both ankles in order to give him an 4, which caused my father to pass away later? After he passed away, where did my father go? Does he have any messages for me? 4. How was my sister's personality in her past life causing her to ignore our parents, although they lived near each other? This also caused her to not support her relatives when they faced difficulties. How will she face this Karmic Retribution? 5. Why did my sister who ran the underground lottery become rich in the beginning, but later lost the money completely, causing her to quit this job? What will her Karmic Retribution be for running the underground lottery? For those who gamble, what is the difference in the retribution between gambling illegally and legally? 6. What Karmic Retribution caused my sister not to have a coffin after she passed away and had to be covered with a mat for cremation? Where did she go after she died? How is she doing? 7. What Karmic Retribution caused my 7th son to have an unusually large left testicle? What merit helped cure him from this disease? 8. What merit allows my 7th son to have his own business and have money coming in continuously and easily every month, although he does not work hard? Is it because in this life, he makes merit with all his might and is not afraid of running out of money? Currently, he has made merit with the community in the amount of more than 10 million baht. He would like to make 10 million baht donations at a time in this life. Will his wish come true? 9. Before my seventh son was born, where did he come from? How has he pursued perfections with the community? In the last Buddhist era, how many times did he come to pursue perfections with the community? Or did he stray from the community and just meet with the community again in this life? 10. What Karmic Retribution caused me to have to work very hard in the early part of my life and be very poor? How can I correct this retribution? But later in life, my life became comfortable and I am able to donate a lot of money. What karma caused that? In this life, I have made no less than 10 million baht in merit with my son. Have I completely destroyed the poor plan? 11. I have clogged arteries in both of my calves. What Karmic Retribution caused that? Will I be cured? How can I correct this Karmic Retribution? 12. Where did my husband go after he died? I have made merit and dedicated it to him continuously. How has my husband's condition improved? Does he have any messages for me? I pay my highest respect to you, Long Fa. Long Fa's dream. I closed my eyes, dreamed and woke up with these answers. When you tell anybody the story like a tale, it will make anyone know more about retribution, law of karma. 1. Your mother had a long, healthy life of 115 years and had no diseases. This is because of merit from her past life, when she often offered medicine to monks and made resolutions to live a long, healthy life without any diseases. Your mother fell off the bed and broke her arm. This is due to the light demerit of killing small animals for different reasons in many of her past lives, which combined and sent its effects towards the end of her life. 2. During the first 7 days before she passed away, she was in a coma. This is because she had reached the natural end of her life and is combined with her light demerit from killing small animals for different reasons, as said before. While she unconsciously offered the robe and the donation to cast a Buddha image, tears fell from her eyes. This is because she was conscious and joyful all the time, but could not move because she was at the natural end of her life. After she died, she was reborn as a beautiful female angel with a golden celestial castle in phase 3 of Tavatimsa, the second level of heaven, due to the merit you had her make and the merit she made, especially towards the end of her life. She has received the merit dedicated to her, increasing her celestial treasures. Thus, she wishes to rejoice in your merits and thanks you for dedicating merits to her. 3. Your father had an operation on both ankles in order to insert in 4 and then died. This is due to his demerit from this life and past lives from tying up animal eggs and selling animals for slaughter. In addition, he had reached the natural end of his life. After he died, he was reborn as a chicken and has been slaughtered many times already. This is because of his demerit from selling animals and the mental image of a chicken cage arising in his mind before he died. He cannot receive merit dedicated to him at this time, and he has no messages for you. For your older sister did not take care of her parents and did not support her relatives. This is due to her selfish personality that she retained from her past life, which caused her to have difficulties in life, unable to receive help from relatives or anyone else. 5. Your older sister made money from hosting an underground lottery at the beginning, but had to quit because she lost money. This is due to her merit from her past life, when she liked to assist her relatives monetarily. But whenever they displeased her, she always asked for a debt of gratitude and asked for the money back. The retribution of hosting an underground lottery is being trapped in the circle of foolishness. The players of either legal or underground lotteries will also be kept in the circle of foolishness, never to prosper or become wealthy. 6. When your older sister passed away, she did not have a coffin and had to be covered with a mat for cremation. This is due to the demerit in the present life from being stingy and not taking care of her parents. It is also combined with the demerit in her past lives when she liked to ask for a debt of gratitude and asked for the money to be returned from any relatives who displeased her. After she died, she became a hungry ghost. Peta, on the human world, is thin, tall, has a dark complexion, a naked body, no food, and suffers from hunger all the time. This is due to the above-mentioned demerit of being stingy. 7. Your seventh son had an unusually large left testicle. This is because in his past life, he had tried to neuter an animal according to what he knew, by tying a rope on both testicles of a dog for a period of time. But because he felt sorry for the dog, he untied the rope. So, this is a light demerit that caused problems only on the left testicle, which was cured after all. 8. Your seventh son owns his own business and has an easy influx of income every month without having to work hard, because in his past life, he consistently made merits and made resolutions to gain wealth easily. This is combined with the merit he consistently made in this life and the resolutions he had made to gain wealth easily. When the merit sent its effects, everything came true according to the resolution and merits he made. His wish to offer a 10M donation at one time is possible, but he must diligently make resolutions every time he makes merit and must recall the merits frequently. 9. Your seventh son came from a bright place, that is, Tusita heaven, from the special merit zone for supporters. He had pursued perfections with the community as a supporter in his past life. In the last Buddhist era, he was a noble son who became a supporter of the community consistently with all his might, causing him to meet with the community again in this lifetime. He has been consistently pursuing perfections with the community for many lifetimes now. 10. You had a life of hardship at the beginning, but had a comfortable life and were able to create a lot of merit towards the end. This is because in your past life, when you made merit, you tended to be delighted in it at a later time. This caused your stingy demerit from some of your past lives to send its effects first at the beginning of your life. But later, the merit you made sent its effects towards the end of your life. To correct this demerit plan, you must consistently accumulate merit and make resolutions to be free from this demerit. And you should be delighted every time you accumulate merit, before you make merit while you are making the merit, and after you have made the merit. Your poor plan has been reduced to a certain level. Continue to accumulate merits. 11. You have clotted arteries in both calves due to the demerit of helping your father tie up the legs of animals and selling them for slaughter. But this is just light demerit now. To reduce this demerit, you should accumulate every merit by being generous, dana, observing precepts, sila, meditating, bhavana, and releasing animals and fish or animals that are about to be slaughtered. You should dedicate these merits to those animals that you have hurt or exploited. The strong demerit will lessen. The lesser demerit will disappear. 12. After your husband died, he has been able to receive the merit dedicated to him on a consistent basis. This improved his condition, but has to continue his duties as a giant who performs punishments in purgatory. He has to perform this duty for 3 months, and then he can rest for 9 months. His celestial castle has changed from a mostly silver, less golden castle to a mostly golden, less silver castle. He now understands merits and demerits more, and thanks you for the merits you have dedicated to him, which has improved his condition. Having met with the community in this lifetime, you should strongly intend to pursue perfections with all your might in every merit and make resolutions to follow the community to the special merit zone of Tusita heaven. In the Bodhisattva area, do not allow yourself to stray.